And then we can cut out all the beginning stuff.
We can dump it.
Mm-hmm. I'm eating. Well, I was thinking that, like our strategy, I sent you the strategy for, I won't say for the year, maybe for the next 6 months-ish.
You mean the tournament?
Well, yeah, the tournament stuff, but like, and I think it starts with the tournament stuff because, you know, we have a pretty regular drill schedule and play schedule, but I think signing up for the tournaments will kind of refine that a little bit more.
Well, especially if we get, the lottery, the US Open lottery starts first, I think it's like the 12th of January. Okay. So that'll be a good kind of kickoff in terms of just amping up for that, because I think the actual US Open is in March.
Right. And then what were those? I'm going to look while we're
And then
driving.
the other ones I didn't get a chance to look at was that, I know Daytona's in December, isn't it? Because I think Jay was saying he was going to go over to that.
Okay. Let me see what I sent you. Okay, so there's I think my point, the stuff that I sent you last night was focusing on these PPA Tour tournaments. Like there's the PPA Daytona Beach. I'll look in a second to see when that is. And then the Cape Coral Open is another PPA tournament. And I was just thinking these have, you know, they have more teams. So that will give us that chance to play 4.5 teams, actual 4.5 teams, because what we're running into is we want to play at a 4.5 level for the challenge, but we find when we get to these tournaments that there may be one other team that's, you know, really gonna play at that 4.5 level, and then we have a lot of 4.0 player teams. So it's not as challenging as we would have anticipated.
Yeah, right? But then they also, I think I mentioned this to you before, like they struggle to fill the 4-5 brackets, so then they combine. Right. All the sign-ups. So then now we've got a wash of, obviously people that are signed up for 4.0, but you've got 3.5s that are signing up for 4.0 because they want to play up too, right? Right. So now when you think you're signing up for a 4.5 and they've combined it, and let's factor in ages too. Like now we're literally now playing with 20-year-olds. So therefore you've got like a mixed bag of ages and skill levels. Right. That, you're not really getting that full authentic 4.5 play. Right. Which is probably what those PPA tours that you were sending me, hopefully they can fill a 4-5 bracket enough that we're going to actually finally get that type of play. Right. So I have to look and see the what the dates are. So I figured that the Daytona, the Cape Coral, and then the US Open, if we get that lottery. Yeah. Those would be 3 true good 4.5 opportunities. And this year I won't. Last year I signed up for the I signed up for the US. We signed up for the US Open lottery. And I don't know, I must not have been wearing my glasses. But we signed up and we wanted to play women's doubles. And I guess I checked the box to play singles. And we signed up at 4.0, right? Yep. Yeah, okay. And so I think I checked the women's 4.0 singles block. And so I got the lottery for singles, but I thought I didn't know. So I thought we had gotten the lottery for the doubles. I was so excited. I was like, what? It was our first year we ever signed up and we got in. No way.
Yeah, we were all puffed up thinking because our friends had signed up for the lottery and they got denied a couple of times, I guess. And so here we were thinking we got it on the first go round. But no, I ended up getting singles that I didn't even know I signed up for. So I decided to stay. I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then as I started practicing singles more, and then as the time got closer, I realized I was way out of my league.
Anxiety levels.
Anxiety set
through the roof.
Yeah, I was.
So I ended up bailing. I don't know, the thought of, I don't know, well, yes, it was the anxiety because I was not feeling super strong playing singles. And I knew that there would be good, like real good 4-0 players. And I was probably I was gonna get smoked.
And actually, it's funny because Janet, you know Janet, she's the snowbird, lives in Colorado. So she was saying, and typically people will sandbag.
Oh, play down.
But we'll play down.
Yeah.
And so not only, you know, you're kind of in the 4-0, but then you'll probably be playing higher skilled singles players that actually play singles.
Right. So if it had been at a 3-5, I probably would have done it. But I will say, one of the things I didn't want to go do is, I just didn't want to go by myself. I think I got so used to playing with you that I was like, well, I don't want to go down there by myself just to play singles. Like,
well, I would have gone and been your warmed
so
up.
Like not as fun.
Player. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's an I guess if you actually played singles, like really did, like that was your jam and you really enjoyed it, then I'm sure you would have jumped on that experience. Like, you know,
maybe.
No question. But you hardly ever played singles. Like you'd probably only played one. And then in a tournament setting too.
I know, Lord. I would have pooped my pants. No, well, the only singles I had played was getting you ready for some MLP Dream Breaker or something or other. And so I played a little bit with you. But yeah, I was definitely in no single shape. I'm glad I ditched on that one, although I did feel like a big fat quitter.
Okay.
But, I lost a lot of money on that. I think that was like a $200 entry.
Holy shit.
I ate it. And I ate the hat. Like I ordered the US Open hat.
Oh, you missed out on the hat?
too.
Oh, man. Oh, that sucks.
So it was 235 bones that I threw down the toilet.
Wow.
Anyway, not this time. I'm not mistakenly. Now I know.
Yes, so make sure when you're signing up,
we're doing women's doubles.
We're ticking the right boxes for starters, and then two, So we are, and I am thinking we should
eating?
A Mentos.
Oh.
You want one?
It's Mento, not a Mentos. They're Mentos.
We call them Mentos.
It's
in Australia.
It's
no
a Mento.
way, Mentos.
They're Mentos.
Look, I'm gonna find the Australian ad for you because we call it Mentos, and it's always been Mentos.
There you go.
Mentos. Well, then it would be OE, right? Oh,
tomato, potato,
Mentos.
Okay.
Anyway, we digress.
Okay, back to
signing
up the right way. We're doing it right this time.
So we're going to sign up the right way, and you know, and then we're going to sign up for 4-5. We're not going to do 4-0. What's this bike doing? Okay. And I think that's probably the better play. I mean, the right thing to do for us.
Right. If I'm going to get my ass kicked, I want to get it kicked at 4-5. Do you know that when we played that tournament, I'm telling them, not you, you know this, we went and played what was Pictona. So we decided we were going to play up, and we played the Pictona tournament at 4.5. We won 2 of those games, and we lost pretty well. So,
the score
if there is such a thing, we lost pretty well on those other games. Our DUPRs actually went up on the losses, but there was one that we should have beat somebody better than we did, and our DUPR went down a smidge.
That's so weird. I don't get that.
So crazy.
I really don't get the algorithm.
So if I'm gonna lose, lose
well.
Lose to good people.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my.
Because then it's on them for not winning more.
Yeah.
Or not beating us more than they should have. More than what DUPR thinks they should have.
Interesting.
So it's not our fault. It's not on us.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Kind of.
No, but I don't.
It is interesting, but I would rather sign. If I'm gonna do it, I want to do it at a higher level. I want to see where we stack up with all these people coming in nationally. So that's huge. So I think that's just. I don't know. I want to see where I fall.
I think it'll be good. I mean, first we've got to get through the lottery. So,
Right.
I mean, I don't know. We should ask Annette and Delana how many years it took for them to.
I think they got it on the second. I want to say they got it on the second year.
Really?
I think so. But I also wonder if it has something to do with what level you sign up. So if there's not a lot, like we find around here that they're, like we already said, that we always get combined with like 4.0s and the age groups get combined, whatever. But we can't find a lot of 4.5 women's tournaments that are like real true. So I wonder if maybe that's a national thing. And so if we sign up for 4.5, we actually have a better chance at making the lottery than if we were 3.5.
Right, yeah, because maybe they need more 4.5s ish. Whereas there's probably a stack of 3.5s, 3.5s, you know? So they can fill those more easily.
Yeah.
But there was also one thing that I remember Gail mentioning. So they tend to, because it's held in Florida, they like to kind of, appeal to the interstate players because it brings people to Florida. So whereas if you live in Florida, then,
We're not as important.
well,
So
I didn't want to say
we
that.
should
I
say we
don't wanna
live
say
in
that.
what, Wyoming?
Yeah. So that's why Gail mentioned, because she's obviously got a house down here, but she's also got a house in Colorado. So
We're gonna have to game. We can game that. We got to game the system.
We've got to game the system. Yep. So,
I don't think it'll let us do it because it already has our number.
Oh yeah, no.
I think it already knows.
Anyway, so yeah, Gail
I'm not above that.
Gail put her Colorado address in, and not that I don't think she got in, but do you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's
They want to
little,
bring people to the area. Got it.
Yeah.
They should give preferential treatment to the Floridians.
Well, it's like, having Disney Pass. Like, you know what I mean? Like they give Floridians a discount.
Yes.
For a Disney Pass, whereas, obviously the out-of-towners going to pay more. So it kind of should be the same idea, right? In my head, that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully so. All right.
So, well, that sounds like a pretty good goal. I will say with the PPA tournaments, though, I'm thinking, and this is after the conversation I had with Jay the other day, they may be a little bit more expensive.
Oh, they are. That was the other thing, is that, but if we did, I would this is my opinion, I'd prefer to do those and pay a little bit higher than, I don't know, pay the $70 tournaments and maybe give the combination stuff. Like it might just make more sense to
well, we should check that out, because at least how they run it, because from what I got from Jay, it sounds like it's almost like a one and done, like it's a single elimination from the first get-go. So I'm not sure. It might be different for amateurs or for, our type of
amateurs.
It may be different. They may have still the round robin type format.
Yeah, you may. I didn't even think about that. I want some guaranteed play. You're right. If I'm paying $100 or more,
you at least want,
I want some games.
What, 4 games at least? And even then, that's like a little stingy. We want at least 6 to make it worthwhile. But that's something we'd have to check into, because that, as I said, that was the impression I got from Jay.
Okay. All right. Well, it was just a thought.
I was going to say, that's probably where we're going to have to
We're going to have to research these suckers.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
I wish, I don't know. We got to get some good gouge on that whole...
Good what?
Gouge. Intel.
Okay.
Information.
Got it. Gouge. I've never heard that. That's interesting.
Might be a military thing.
Gouge.
Okay, so we're gonna work on that.
We're gonna work on that.
Okay, so
we'll work on that for sure. Because I'm all for doing PPAs and stuff. I mean, but we'll just have to, see on that. Maybe I can increase my dog sitting fees to pay for my now PPA tournament fees.
I know, right? We're going to be doing some dog watching. Yeah.
Which, just by the way, viewers, we are on the way to one of my dog sitting jobs right now. We're heading up to our pickleball bestie Annette's house. And I have been given the honor of, looking after Rexy. And I'm just about to head up there and feed him and make sure he's all good.
So, did you want to thank Annette for funding or for funding your next tournament fee?
My next tournament fees. So anyone out there in the local Clearwater, Florida area who needs some dog sitting, I'm your gal. Just know that you'll be supporting a local pickleball player's dream over here to go and play in a PPA type tournament. So anyway, these are all the fun things that we get to do in terms of quote unquote work. Unfortunately, these are just the little things that you have to do when.
Well, it's expensive. You think about it, we could be Moneyball whores.
And we did think about
that, but you got to game that system too and keep your DUPR low if you really want to win a Moneyball. But which hasn't been super difficult for me to do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's productive. It's fun and everything, and I think there's some good play there, but I don't know that it's super productive as far as reaching a goal to do the local Moneyball all the time.
Yeah, I feel
and those are expensive too, though.
They can be
the
expensive.
Pot has to be.
That's right. You got to fund the pot. But just even with the local ones here on the Facebook page, I always see the winners, obviously, but they're all male teams. And there's very rarely if there's a women's team or a female team.
Right.
And it's maybe you'll even find the occasional mixed. I think just this past weekend or whatever, I saw a mixed at least in the top 3.
Right.
But they're mostly men's teams, so there's no real benefit for someone like us to come and go and do one and be pummeled by
dudes. Yeah. So right, it is kind of pricey, all the tournaments, especially, just getting in the right ones, and it's not just the tournament fees. Sometimes anybody watching that's into pickleball, they know the tournament fees are pretty high, but it's just the travel, not just the fee, and then they tack on some extra fees somewhere in there. You think the thing's $85 and they somehow tack on another $15-$20 and you're up to $100,
like an admin fee. Really?
Yeah, there's always that. And then, which I totally never understood, because when my kids played baseball and they would say, here's the tournament fee or whatever, and you'd pay it, and then they would charge you $20 as the parent to enter the field. I'm like, why would you not incorporate that into...
What do you mean into the field?
To go watch your kid play. They would charge you.
They would charge you to do that?
Yeah. And then I thought, the optics on that is dumb.
That's
terrible. So why don't you guys just say that the tournament or the play costs for the weekend 120 bones, and then we get the wristbands. You don't have to ask. I always thought that was the stupidest marketing strategy ever.
That's dumb.
But I digress. Anyway, but then it's not just, it's the high tournament fees. They're usually about $75-$85 on regular tournaments, and then these national type ones, these PPA ones, are more, 100 more, and then you got to travel there. We usually drive because luckily we live in Florida, so we got a lot of options. But in Florida, but then the hotel fee. We're shacking up like a bunch of college kids.
That's right.
Keep that cost down.
Gotta keep, exactly.
Anyway, so it is kind of a lot.
I think it was that last one It was either the Orlando one that we got rained out on, but it was like $40. We're like, oh, sweet. And so then we went to sign up, and it was ended up being, I think, about 65 or 70 when it was all said and done. Like, I think it was the fee, and then there was like something else. So they grab you with the, oh, it's only $40, but then come check out, you're like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tack this on and then this. So
yeah. Anyway, I guess I don't know. I guess everybody's, I don't know, hobbies, sports, whatever you want to call it. It gets pricey.
I mean, we could be addicted to other things, I guess, that are probably even more expensive.
Crack.
Well, crack.
Crack. Anyway, well. Okay. You want to cut skis?
Cut skis. Cut skis.